Hello Internet, welcome back to our Magiclysm playthrough. Last episode we finished clearing this lab, which is the lab that we were very far away from where we had been making our base and exploring previously. So the real question was, did we want to try and hoof a lot of items back to this base underground, or do we want to go back to this base, grab our vehicle, load everything up from over here, and then try to make our way over to the surface location of this lab and then just pull everything upstairs here and put it in the car. And I was giving it some thought, and I think what I want to do is I want to spend the next couple of episodes dealing with basey type stuff. So for instance, our inventory is in pretty bad condition. I would like to repair some of this equipment, repair our machete. I would like to read a little bit to increase our tailoring skill if possible, to try and repair our military rucksack. I would like to clean these CBMs, get these CBMs installed. I would like to probably take some more mutagen. I would like to read a little bit. I would like to continue doing work on the vehicle to get ourselves some of the items that we want in our vehicle, like potentially the autoclave, things like that. And so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to construct a rudimentary box for us to put stuff in, and then we're going to drag that box all the way back to that other lab. We're not going to be able to fit everything. Sorry, if you can hear the bells in the background, they're just going crazy. I thought they were done, but the local church is playing music over the bells, so if you hear that, that's what that is. We're going to construct a box to put things in, and we're going to pick up as much as possible. We're going to carry everything back, and we're not going to have enough space for all of this stuff. So we're going to pick and choose and then leave behind a lot of things that aren't super relevant. I think we want our crowbar, and we are going to get, what do we want? Nails and planks. It would be smarter to deconstruct. Let's take off our goggles. Or rather, turn them off, I meant. But okay, we can take them off. That's fine. We're going to... Oh, are you just an empty test tube. We're going to activate our flashlight. And we're going to deconstruct these things because it will give us more planks. I don't know how many planks are required for things like the wooden frames and stuff like that. So we're just going to deconstruct a few of these to get us a lot of planks and nails. And I think that will do it. And used quite a lot of battery charge, but that's okay because we've got our recharger set up. Haul all this over here. I mean, we can just dump it on the wood pile, I guess, right? Doesn't really matter. And we had 80 planks. Apparently we gathered wood at some point. Go ahead and throw a wood panel in our little furnace there. And we're going to set this on fire so we have some light, and we will come up here and construct wooden frames. Okay, we have arrows apparently. Wooden frame. Okay, 5 planks is not terrible. We'll make 2 of them and see if we can do a two section vehicle like we talked about in a previous episode, although I'm not very confident in our ability to do so. What do we want? Storage for vehicle. Storage for vehicle. We will move over here. Wooden boat holes. I thought we could make a box. Maybe it just requires a frame. Let's go ahead and construct a vehicle. Oops, we already had it doesn't clear your filter. Go ahead and construct a vehicle. This will be, I don't know, Scooter McGavin. Sounds fine. Go ahead and examine. And how do we... Okay, wooden box. Not optimal. Let's look at cargo specifically. Okay, a lot of these count as cargo, and I didn't really expect them to. Yeah, let's just look at the wood box. It does not say what the liters are. It does only require a frame. Let's go ahead and put one on there and see how much it can store. I'm guessing around 25 or 30 liters. Are we not? Okay, good. 37 liters, not bad at all. And of course, we can drag this around. Now, the real question is, can we extend this vehicle multiple tiles? If the answer is yes, we will probably try to take just literally as much as we can carry. I mean, we're going to do that anyway, I guess. Let's make some more frames. We'll make 2 more frames. Can you drag 2 tile vehicles? I don't know if you can. And even if you can, we don't want to be doing this here. We want to be doing this out here where it'll be a little easier to navigate. So we'll go ahead and drop this. We do have light here as well, so we can construct on the vehicle. Stupid deconstructor. We'll go ahead and grab these wood frames. Of course, they're too voluminous for us to actually pick up. We'll go ahead and drop them here. Wood frame, go back to wielding, I don't know, the rifle's fine. Wield the rifle. Okay, so if we want to extend this, install, we can't. Wooden, these are in alphabetical order. It doesn't even give us the option of a wooden frame. Light wooden frame requires nails. We didn't bring the nails with us. Okay, that's my mistake. So that is something. At least they are, you know, capable of being extended. I was worried that the wood frames would not be connectable, basically. It's not quite as easy as Legos, you know. Go ahead and install a wooden frame. It doesn't matter what shape we use. Install the wooden frame any second. So can we still move this? Oh, we can. My concern is that the weight will become the issue once we start piling stuff onto it. But for now, we're going to construct a wooden box. And I think that this is pretty good. That's an additional 75 liters that we can carry with us. Collides with errors in movement code. Errors in movement code. Can no longer move it. Okay, it was just freaking out because of the terminal, I guess. Why don't we, let's not with our gun. We don't want to break our gun. Let's wield our crowbar because it's the most replaceable thing we have. Let's clear out all the obstacles that we can, just so we have a nice straight shot down here. We'll move this stuff out of here. Deconstructor can't really go anywhere, so we can move it down to this doorway at least, I think, without too much of an issue. Go ahead and wait for your stamina. Pull this down. Just straight away, straight down. What are you? You're the books that we don't actually need because we already have them. So we'll grab this, pull it down. Okay. Okay, pretty good so far. Again, my concern is that when we put stuff into it, we will no longer be able to haul it all. So for the time being, why don't we pick up the most crucial things that we need, which would be the CBMs, the mutagen, and the books. So here is the mutagen. We will, unfortunately, you can't just select all mutagen. We don't really need to, we'll take the pouches. We don't really need them. I think we have a lot. Pick up these CBMs as well until we fill our inventory. Great. I hit the wrong button. So it undid everything that I just did. Yeah, so what else is going on with me? Really nothing. Like I said in the last episode, I'm watching a lot of the movies and stuff that I haven't had time to watch, basically, or that I didn't feel comfortable enough to go to the movie theater to watch. So I've been catching up on a lot of that stuff, but that's not very exciting. I don't think people really like hearing about movies and TV because if they haven't watched it, they just feel left out, you know? Does that make sense? So it's like, you know, I don't know if that's really a good thing to talk about. I mean, batteries are nice. Disposables we can do without, but they're not very big. Even the big batteries are not that big. We definitely want the ether. We want the anesthetic. Thought we had more anesthetic than this. Denatured alcohol we can take. Duct tape for sure. Soap we'll take. Everything else for the moment we can leave behind. We'll put these in the other box because they're not CBMs or mutagen, and we kind of want to keep things organized. Go ahead and drop this here. I'm also carrying 1,600 rounds of ammunition, which is going to slow me down. So why don't we also drop the ammo? Okay. Now pick up the remainder of the CBMs because again, we want a lot of these CBMs, and we'll start picking up books as well. One of those, please. We don't need 3. I just don't know what all we have at the other base, so we're just going to pick up as much as we can. Drop all this. Is there space? The box is full, so it fell to the ground. Okay, let's back this up a tile. There we go. We'll pick these up, and so that means this one is full. Go ahead and drop those in the front. Okay, so not terrible so far. We've secured all of our CBMs, mutagen, and books, most of our books, and we will grab the remainder of the books now, because again, I think the books are some of the most valuable stuff that we have. Obviously, one and one of those. No, we already have one of those. Okay, and we'll drop these in the front box. It makes me wonder, it's full already? Okay, Scooter McGavin is full. Let's pick these up. Okay, so we have less space. We're not struggling to pull this, even though it doesn't have wheels on it. I think we can make wheels. Install wheel. Wooden cart wheels requires a wooden cart wheel. Can we make a wooden cart wheel? Because if they're on wheels, I think you can pull them pretty much no matter the weight. If we look at this, it's 192 pounds, containing 75 liters. It's in great condition. Air drag, rolling drag is 9.62, which I imagine is not great. Let's look into wheels, just because I've never really done this before. This seems like a fun mini game trying to build a vehicle that will work for us. So let's check this out. Hopefully this isn't boring. Maybe if I had better commentary. Wheel. Wooden cart wheels just require nails and stuff, which we are basically out of nails. So why don't we go harvest more nails? I don't think we need to deconstruct for nails. I think you can just smash away for nails. And we had plenty of planks, so I don't think that that's a concern. So let's check how many nails we got here. 26 is not amazing, but it's something. We'll go ahead and smash the beds. Do beds have nails? Some. Okay. So we'll go ahead and grab the nails here and the nails here. Okay, commentary. So I'm getting bored with World of Warcraft. I don't really think I'll be playing that much longer. It lasted for all of a week that I was playing it. It just gets boring. I was excited to go back to it because I haven't played it in a long time, and it just felt like it would be something I could sink a lot of time into. And what I realized is that, yeah, I can sink a lot of time into it, but ultimately I would rather spend my time recording and working towards my future, which would be, developing my YouTube channel and things. And so it's like, yeah, I can dump a bunch of time into it for sure. I could sit around and spend 12 hours a day doing stuff in World of Warcraft, and there is a lot of fun stuff to do, and, it wouldn't be super boring, and I could have, whatever. And it's like, yeah, I could do that, but I'm not gonna do that because my time is better spent elsewhere. And I've been playing, was I not right next to the console? Install the wheel. And install the wheel. I don't know if that's really how this works. Collides. Don't collide. Please don't collide. I need you. Let's back it straight up. It's colliding and giving me errors. So let's look at the vehicle now. I see our rolling drag is basically nothing at this point, and the weight is 212 pounds, but we're not struggling to pull it. Is it affecting our stamina to pull it? Not really. Okay. Great. Railroad tracks. It's colliding with the tracks. Are the tracks treated as a vehicle? Maybe that's why we're getting error codes. Whatever. We're going to pull this back down, and we're going to extend it into another section. We could make it 2x2. We'll just make it. If we make it really long, it's going to be hard to turn with the tracks and collision issues. But if we make it too wide, we might struggle to get it through here. Let's just put a third section on it, I think. We need more nails. I never thought nails would be the thing that I was running low on, because every game I ever play has thousands of nails in it. But we'll go ahead and grab some more nails. We'll make 2 more frames. Frame. Not enough nails. Awesome. We're going to continue smashing things for nails, I guess. I don't know why I came down here, but I did. Yeah, so, in World of Warcraft, it's like, there's a lot to do. I started basically without the expansion. There's like an expansion from like a year ago that I haven't played yet. So like I got the expansion and it was new and exciting and lots of new content, and you gotta, level up to max level, and there are new dungeons and all kinds of new stuff, and there's pirate themed clothing, and there's all kinds of stuff that was like, oh, this looks like a lot of fun. I'm gonna give this a go. And then I did it, and now I'm max level, and I have pretty good gear, and I did a little bit of raiding, and like, I'm bored now. Like, I'm bored now. I got some new mounts, I got some new cosmetic stuff. It was a time sink there for a while. I got a lot of money from playing the market and things like that I like to do in that game. But like, now I'm over it, and it's not very fun anymore, and I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't have anything right now that I'm interested in playing, anytime I want to play something, it's like I want to do it for the channel. So even if I have downtime where I can't record, I feel like I shouldn't play something unless I'm playing it for the channel. And the problem, of course, is that I'm not capable of recording most things. My computer is not very good. My capture card is god awful, and it prevents me from being able to really record a lot of stuff. And so it's like, even if I can get something to run on my computer, odds are good that it doesn't record very well. And so I feel like I can't play unless I'm playing for the channel, but at the same time I feel like I can't play for the channel because of my restrictions, and it just ends up being frustrating, and then I end up sitting around with nothing to do because it's like, what do I do? I feel guilty for not playing, for not recording it, I played a little bit of, I went back to speedrunning Soldier of Fortune a little bit, but again, a lot of the speedrunning communities that I've interacted with are very sexist and homophobic and not very pleasant to be around. So I've kind of stepped away from trying to learn the speedrun for those reasons, because I didn't really want to be a part of a community that's just going to sit around and make fun of gay people all day, or say, nasty things about women. And it's like, that's not really who I am, and it really bothers me when people talk like that. And they just seemed like, honestly, there are some fine speedrunning groups, and they seem fine, but the games that I was interested in playing in those particular discords seem like it's a lot of sexism, it's a lot of nasty words that I don't like to use, making fun of gay people, making fun of people with mental limitations and that kind of stuff, and it really irritates me. I don't like people like that, and it just seems like that's what I kept running into over and over, and it's just not how I want to spend my time. Honestly, I just don't want to be around you. If that's who you are, I don't want to be around you. Both of our lives would be better if we just stayed away from each other. And so it's like, I stepped away, and I hadn't really gone back to it at all. And now I'm dipping my toe back in, and like, I just went to one of the discords the other day because I was like, man, I want to get back into this. And it was the same stuff. Like, they were just making fun of someone who runs the game, I guess because he's gay. I don't know, really. It just seemed like he's either gay or they call him gay, and it's just, who cares? It's why you're supposed to be speedrunning a game. What does him being gay have to do with his ability to run the game? Why even bring it up? Why are you bad-mouthing him for it? He can do whatever he wants, So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I do know how to feel about that. I'm irritated by that. But I don't know how to be a part of that community and still be me. Like, I don't want to go there, and I'm not going to pretend to be like you if you're going to be bad-mouthing people and talking crap. So I want to be me, but I don't know if I really have like the self-confidence and whatever to stand up and be like, that's not okay, I don't like that. Or maybe it's not even my place to do that. I'm new there, they don't know me from a can of paint. Who am I to tell them how to be? It bothers me, but every time I bring it up to people, people are like, you're too sensitive, get over it. It's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know what to feel or how to properly interact with other human beings because I'm a freaking weirdo. So what do we got? Full, mostly full. I mean, we could continue extending this, but I think we're about at our peak here. Did any of it go into items on the ground? Did any of it go into the box? It did. It's literally full at this point. Actually, we have a little tiny bit of space up here we can dump some ammo in. And then we will pick up the remainder. And you should be completely full. Completely full, completely full, completely full. Awesome. Let's look at this drag. It is higher than it used to be. It's at 350. Can we still pull it? Totally can. Awesome. Now we want to fill our inventory. I would really like to take the MREs with us, although I don't think we have space for all of them. So we will go ahead and grab the MREs. We do have space. What else? Let's look at this pile first. Any guns that are super valuable that we should take with us? Honestly, we should have unloaded most of this stuff, but it's not a priority at the moment. We did get that Barrett. We'll take the Barrett just because it's a super powerful weapon that you all love. And if I don't take it, I'm sure people will, make a fuss in the comments. So we'll definitely take those two. Anything else jumping out at me? We could pick up more 5.56 to take with us, which is somewhat valuable, but I think we do have a lot on our person. Most of the rest of this we can come back for if we feel necessary. So what we will do, we will mark a note that says lots of ammo, some food, some drink, some misc. Just so we know that there's a lot of stuff here. And in fact, we should probably mark the surface as well. Where's the lab? Mark with a note that says miscellaneous gear. Just in case we would ever be looking for something. We know that there's stuff left behind here. I will try to remember that we left ammo behind, but I don't think I will. Any of this that we should really take with us. I mean, we should eat until we're full. Let's eat. Even some of the canned stuff we could eat if we wanted to. Let's eat. We never do eat canned food. Let's eat some salmon, because why not? That sounds pretty good. Eat some lettuces. It'll put us in a bad mood. Okay, and lettuce is basically useless for calories. Okay, eat the orange. Let's eat, literally, let's just eat until we're, engorged, basically. Some nuts. We eat some tortilla chips. We're sated. Let's drink some fill as well. Cranberry juice, apple cider. We're engorged. I think that'll do. Anything else? We have 7 additional liters. I guess we just pick up more ammunition, honestly, because why come back if we don't have to? We'll take the drum mag as a backup 50 storage 5.56 ammunition container, basically. Man, that was hard to say out loud. Where's the ammo? I want the ammo. Pick up 500. Great. We're overweight. I don't think that that's a super big deal. And I think we're ready to head back to the base. Yeah, we're colliding. Concrete wall. Yep. Okay. And I think this is fine. And now it's just a crazy long walk back to base. Yeah, it just, once you get to a point where you've geared up your character and you're leveled up all the way, World of Warcraft kind of loses its appeal. There's a lot of stuff to do, but it gets boring fast. Speedrunning, I enjoy speedrunning. Soldier of Fortune is a game I really loved when I was young, so that game in particular, and the speedrun was, it wasn't super glitchy or anything super complicated. It was mostly movement tech. It was about learning the best path and going as quickly as possible. And it's not really about here we glitch through a wall and here we have to do a complicated triple rocket jump and things like that. No, it was mostly straightforward. It was just about movement, clearing the enemies in a quick, efficient manner, that kind of stuff, which is what I think speedrunning should be, when I got into speedrunning initially, I wanted to play Deus Ex. And Deus Ex, in order to play it, you not only have to download a special save and a broken file, basically, but the entire game is glitching. It has nothing to do, like, instead of, like, I just prefer the purest approach. Why don't you just play the game as quickly as possible? Why do you have to have a special save that has been intentionally corrupted so that you can glitch through walls and things? Like, that's not even speedrunning the game at this point. That's you using a preset corrupted set up to be glitchy file in order for you to do special things that are not actually possible in the game unless you intentionally corrupt files. That just doesn't feel very authentic to me. Like, that's not, like, for me, it should be about the love of the game. You love the game because you played it so much when you were young or whatever. Now you want to destroy it by beating it as quickly and efficiently as possible. That's what appeals to me, you know, not that there's anything wrong with the other way. Maybe that doesn't even make sense, but to me personally, that doesn't really interest me. I would rather play a game where you're actually playing the game, you're just doing it as quickly as possible and doing at the, you know, trying to have peak reaction times, peak movement, things like that. I prefer that way more. My God, this is a long walk. And of course, we're going to leave our vehicle down here. We could, of course, go back and make a second trip at some point in the future. Now, though, I want to go up and I want to deal with, like, I would really like to get a vehicle welder so that we can start repairing metal items and things directly from our battery charge in our vehicle. I would like to start autoclaving these CBMs. How do we want to do this? We need these out of the way. I think we want to dump everything in a pile and then just haul it upstairs, I think is the way to do this. So we'll go all, and we'll go south, and we'll just move everything. It's going to take forever. Okay. How long does it take to move one tile? Like 2 full minutes. So that's going to be an issue. We're going to have to break them down into smaller piles when we get upstairs where that broken generator is. And of course, we've forgotten tiles in this lab, so we need to be a little bit careful about turrets we may have left behind. But we're going to just slowly, man, this is just awful. Maybe I'll do this in between episodes because I feel like this is not very exciting to watch. Although, I mean, if I can come up with better commentary, maybe it wouldn't be a big deal. Downstairs, no, we want upstairs to our north. So let's stop hauling and let's just make sure everything hauled with us. It did. Great. I'm a little nervous sometimes when I go up the stairs and whatnot with a ton of items being hauled behind me. We also definitely need to be wearing our amp goggles so that we can see any danger that we might be coming up on, like how I thought there was a northern exit here and there is not. We're also going to pick up some more miscellaneous crap as we go, it looks like. So let's get this out of here so we don't actually pick it up as we walk over it. And it's just super eating my inputs. I wish I remembered any of these tiles. Let's try this way. Actually, let's not. Let's, before we do that, let's check ourselves. It's the wrong button. Let's try to secure the path before we start moving, just in case we end up heading in the wrong direction or something. Upstairs, great. So we're gonna go grab our stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a snob when it comes to gaming. I just, you know, it feels like you should be just playing it as good as you can, you know, not trying to break it by glitching things. That's just, like, I know that that's something about speedruns that people really enjoy. I know that people love watching GDQ because they get to watch their favorite games get demolished by people who can do super glitches and clip through walls and all that cool stuff. But that, and then that is fun. It's just, it's not, like, I would rather watch you play. Maybe I must be the minority here, but like, I would rather watch you play the game and just play it really fast, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm definitely an outsider. I don't think most people feel that way. So that's just me, I guess. I think we're going to head up these stairs and then we're going to call it there. I don't think you really want to watch me do this for another 2 or 3 floors. So I will probably come back in the next episode after I've hauled these things all the way up. So we're going to stop here. stop hauling items. We're going to save the game. And that's going to do it. So for now, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm every single day of the week. And I will see you in the next episode.